Question, yo. Which one of your parents are most likely to cheat first?
My father, I ain't gonna lie, you heard? My father, you heard me get a draw, you heard? Legit.
My dad.
Why you say that?
He be with girls every single day. My mom doesn't know. It's like he got like 5 girls at home right now, probably.
Father.
Why you say that?
Happened before.
Huh?
Happened before.
How did it happen?
I don't know. I was 8.
Shit, my dad. My dad. Hell yeah. My dad. My dad.
My pops.
Why you say your pops?
I don't know. He be chilling. You feel me? And my mom, she kind of a housewoman. Feel me? She don't like going out too much.
None of them, because they married. If you really,
you being innocent or you staying out of this? Like, what's...
I'm being innocent.
My father.
Why you say that?
Yeah, dude. He a cheater.
So Mom Duke's just innocent.
Yeah, all she do is sleep. She'll be outside.
Ooh, my father.
Now, I felt a mix of emotions watching that video because oftentimes black men gaslight black women about the state of the community, or they gaslight black women about the behavior of black men. Anytime black women say that they're being treated some type of way by black men will say, oh no, it's the both of us. Y'all do it the same amount. Yep, that's what's going on here. When that isn't true. And I think that we all know that men cheat more, especially in relationships where there is a real foundation there. And I'm going to center this around black people since I am black. We know that black men cheat more. And the culture has made it acceptable and cool to be a cheater and to be disloyal. That it's just a being a man thing. They can't help it. And, I really felt vindicated by seeing this video because I feel like it proves my point on what I've been saying all along. And you know what it also shows? It shows how a young black boy's first example on the right way and the wrong way to be a man is from other black men. And they often fail at showing these young black boys and showing these young black men how to have strong moral character. You have the interviewer asking all of these young black boys, well, who's cheating? Who's cheating the most? And all of them are saying their fathers. And some even said, oh, my mother is just staying at home. She's not doing anything. And instead of using this opportunity to instruct these young boys or school them on that it's not okay to cheat on your girl, it's not okay to cheat on your girl, your partner, your wife, even though, dare I say it, all right, the majority of these boys, with the exception of probably one, their mothers are probably baby mamas. And that's because that's what this culture also encourages. It encourages not respecting women enough to marry them, not respecting women enough to be faithful to them, not respecting women enough to pour into them instead of taking from them. And it's very upsetting because this interviewer, he didn't use his platform in the right way to give these boys instructions on how to be real men, since their fathers clearly are not real men. He instead made jokes and laughed at and encouraged the behavior. And once again, that is how time and time and time again, the black community keeps having the same behavior amongst the men in our community, because there is no culture of encouraging young black men, young black boys to love the women in their lives, to respect them, to be honest with them, to cherish them, to be loyal to them. There is, however, a culture of calling the women in their community out of their names, the B words, 304s, cheating on them, disrespecting them, no matter how much these women have held them down. Being loyal to your girl is something that's viewed as impossible. It's something that, oh, you know what, I just can't be faithful to my girl. I'm just a man being a man. I got these desires and I can go have intercourse with a million different girls and I don't have no feelings for them. And it's okay for me to do that. But you better be loyal to me, girl. And then at the same time, these same men will say, hey, these young black boys should be very loyal to gangs and not snitching on Negroes that are destroying the community. Or they need to be loyal to their boys and be down for them, even though their girls are probably there for them in ways that their boys never would be. You see what I'm saying? And I really need y'all to understand that having a male influence or a male being there is not the reason why the black community is in ruins. It has nothing to do with, single mothers. We just needed the single mothers to have the men around. Because there are men around. Stop the games. There are. They just encouraging the bad behavior. And that's the problem. There are plenty of men running around advising these young men on what to do and what not to do. For real. It's just another way to put the decisions that young black boys, young black men are making, and the fact that they are influenced by older black men to try to find some way to put the behavior on women when it shouldn't be. And that's the problem that we have in the black community anyway, is that black men refuse to take accountability for their actions. They want to find some way to blame the black woman for it. And until they stop doing that, they will always be on the bottom underneath all races of men. And that's just what it is, unfortunately. And let me say this, honestly, because I really do believe this as well. No one, even though I know that there are creators that disagree with me, but that's fine. This is just my opinion. No one is born bad. No one. Not a male, not a female. No one starts off with piss poor character. But I would say that 85 to 90% of the horrible black men that you see in our community, the reason why they turn out the way that they do is because their behavior is encouraged through examples, through culture, through family life. The culture in the black community. And, this time, we're going to talk about what black men encourage, because we always, like I said earlier, we always hear about single mothers and single mother this, single mother that. And, yes. Oh, these men, if only these men were around, everything would be amazing and awesome. Even though y'all are around everywhere, y'all actually run the world and you see what it's like. So stop the games. Like I said, there are a lot of males in the black community around. The only thing is that, as I said, they are influencing the youth, these young black males, these young black boys, in a negative manner. They are telling these young black boys, as I said, that the only thing a black woman or a black girl is good for is how much you can use her, how much you can take advantage of her, how many black girls that you can get into bed. A black woman or a black girl isn't worth your loyalty. She isn't worth your respect. That one black woman doesn't even equal to a black man. A black man needs 5 of her to be satisfied or more. But somehow, somewhere, one of him is enough for all of these women. And then we wonder why black men have the highest rates of abuse and femicide here in the States to the women in their own communities. And all of this is because of the culture that older black men encourage and curate. So, in my opinion, the answer to fixing the black community isn't ridding the world of single mothers because all of these kids, all they need is a black man's guidance. Lies. Because the guidance is already here. It's just not good. That's the problem. Look at the music. Look at the shows. Look at the TV. Look at when black men have an opportunity to do something for themselves, like drill rap, gangster rap. Look at the movies when you get these black directors, how they want to show everybody selling, narcotics and being illegal and doing all of these things. These are men that have an opportunity to do something, and instead of wanting to push out positive imagery, what are they doing? Adding to the problem. Encouraging more young black men to go down a bad road because they're glorifying the bad road. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want y'all to really understand. I'm going to say it one more time. The guidance is already here. Black men are already here influencing and encouraging and being here. They're just not doing a good job at it. That's the problem. And, I shared this video because I truly found it disgusting. I really did. The jokes, the laughing, the encouragement of the bad behavior, seeing a lot of these young boys, they look so young, so impressionable. And no one took the time to instill anything good in these young boys. None. seeing all of these young boys, and if they all had terrible examples for fathers. All their fathers out there cheating, running through women, probably hurting their mother's feelings. They're seeing all of these things go on. That is just such a terrible thing to see. And, it's just so terrible how in our community, there's a whole different air when black men come up and say how they're engaged in this horrible, bad behavior. It's all jokes and funny. But let some black women do a video like that and talk about how they doing this and that and the third. Boy, that will be on every Red Pill podcast tomorrow. But I'll just say this. This is also the reason why, I advocate for black women to separate themselves from black men when it comes to crime statistics. Okay, because it's not us committing these crimes. I advocate for black women to separate themselves from most issues in the black community. But at the end of the day, we're still going to be connected to them whether we want to or not because we're black. And the only way, in my opinion, since we know that deep down inside that we're still going to be connected in some type of way, the only way to make a change permanently in the black community is to make a change through the youth. And the only way that we can make a change in the youth is to change the culture. And, I know that I have subscribers that are mothers to young black boys. And I truly feel that, of course, you as a mother, you can help your son. And sometimes you may be enough. You may be. But also for the others that it will not be enough, the culture is key. The behavior of older black men that these boys may look up to, that also plays a part. The behavior of their fathers who are in their lives or not plays a part. And, because of a lot of the state of the community being able to be repaired lies in the hands of black men, y'all want me to keep it 100? I have very little faith that the collective of the black men will ever change the culture or shape the culture to be something different, because I really do believe that because of that, good black men, good black boys, they'll always be in the minority, and they will continue to be called lame and shamed in the black community, just the way Russell Wilson is. So, I don't know. I guess this was kind of like a down note to leave the video off on, but I don't know what to say because that's how I feel. But I digress. If you watch this whole video, please do me a favor and drop a 2 in the comments. And you already know why, because that interviewer was boo. And I pray for them young boys. Like, I really do. I hope that they find a mentor that got some good sense or something like that. But anyway, if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor and follow me on TikTok. Follow me on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And ladies, as always, please, I love to hear from y'all. So drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.